Alright, I'm gonna make this quick. The reason why you're watching a video instead of reading a text chat from me is I think that a text chat doesn't do this type of message justice. Um, the decision to take down the trailer was my own. The decision to put up the teaser trailer was my own. The teaser trailer was generated for one purpose and one purpose only, and that purpose was to fill a requirement on a Steam application worksheet, right? To submit our application successfully so that we could start the approval process so that we could eventually release here, hopefully at the end of 2017. Um, there's no one else to blame for putting it up, pulling it down, other than me. It was pulled down because I don't think it's a good representation of what we want people to see when they Google Mesozoica. Other than that, it's a good representation of what the game is right now. It's not a good representation of what we want people to see and what we want people to believe they're buying here once we get closer. And I don't think it will be the same here once we get to build 1.6 and 1.7 when we start to add content. Um, to touch upon the events earlier that I think stressed a lot of people out, including the little rave that happened in the Discord. Um, Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show. We live in a world where people use our title, our project title, in their YouTube videos as clickbait so they get more views. We live in a world where the name Mesozoica means more than the other projects because we're widely more popular. And if you don't believe me, go ahead and just Google Mesozoica, right? You'll find videos that have nothing to do with our game using our title and their tagline to gain more views. Um, and this is kind of the world that we live in. This is the world that we have to exist and develop in. And and I don't want anyone for a second to think that the pressure and that the stuff that's said and the hateful comments coming from our competitors' communities are the general silent majority's general opinions. Um, because it's very easy to get those two things mixed up. And if I hadn't had the experience and the pleasure of dealing with this for more than 3+ years, I might be there with you, believing it as well. But I'm here to tell you that it's not. That it's not the general consensus, and that it's the goal of those people and their comments and of their hurtful words, right, to distract you from development, to distract you, to just waste your time, to get you to conversate and to speak back up against them. Because the only thing that they fear more and that they are more scared of than the project itself is people who actually want to do work, people who want to invest time, people who want to commit time to a project, to a family, to a team. Because that's something that they'll never have. That's something that money can't buy. That's something that they can't kickstart, that they can't, Tumblr their way into creating, right? That sort of community, that sort of family, that sort of project, right? That gets other people inspired. They can never have that. And so it's a natural reaction for people to hate, and it's very natural for people to not believe that it's true. It's very natural to attach feelings of distrust, feeling cheated because that they didn't do it or that they should have done it earlier. Um, and I don't want that. I don't want people to feel like they're alone in feeling pressure from the community and feeling pressure from people making comments. Because the fact of the matter is we're all in the same fucking boat, right? Nobody's different. Nobody's seeing a different Discord. No one's seeing different Facebook comments. Nobody is going to be different when we release, right? We're all going to be developers of Mesozoic, right? We're all in the same boat. We all have the same title in my book, right? We all have the same responsibility, and we'll all share the same, reward or failure if it fails. And so I wanted to make this video to clarify the situation and clarify that I think that it's safe to assume that we are going to be launching here on the 29th, 30th, or 31st, pending Steam approval, right? The only reason that we're delaying, that we're not releasing on the 23rd, is solely my inability to submit the Steam application on time, right? It's nothing else, right? It's not that we haven't hit milestones. It's not that we haven't done a phenomenal job, solely because I didn't get the Steam application in on time. And that's it. And so I will announce to the community and to everyone who's watching on Wednesday when we have a live stream and we show the game for what it is, that we're delaying it solely based off of my inability to submit the application, right? Nothing else. Everyone else has done a phenomenal job. And I wanted to emphasize in this video, and that I don't think I could portray over text very well, is that I think that everyone should feel pretty fucking fantastic for what's been accomplished. I don't know if anyone has gone back and actually seen the YouTube videos from 2015. I don't know if anyone's ever seen the videos or the live streams, back in 2015. But what we have right now, I think is unmatched within the indie scene. And I think maybe Prehistoric Kingdom within maybe 2 to 3 years can achieve what we have and the special type of team and workflows that we have right now. I think that it may take them that long to get there. But I think what we have right now is very unique for the indie scene. We're part of the 10% that actually produces and releases a game in the indie scene, and we're part of the 1% of that 10% that actually has a community that wants to play our game. And so I want to make sure that above all else that we don't get distracted here in the final push and in the final run, right? That we don't get distracted and that we worry about the things that don't matter, right? That's because people will come, people will say what they want no matter what we do. There's no sense in blocking them. There's no sense in muting them. There's no sense in kicking them, right? Because they're always going to be present. They're always going to be there. They're always going to be saying and making up stuff no matter what it takes, right? But the fact of the matter is that they fear nothing more, that people rally behind nothing more than hard workers. People who can tune out and mute out individuals who spew that sort of hateful spew, right? And focus and develop, maybe not for other people. Maybe you're not developing for, the fans, or maybe you're not developing for this community. Maybe you're developing for the person next to you, or maybe you're developing for yourself, or maybe you're developing for your family, right? You have to find who you're developing for, and you have to stick to your guns on who and why you're doing it. And I wanted to make sure that we didn't lose sight of that, because it's very easy to, especially with releasing and Steam and all of these comments and all of the popularity, it's very easy to get distracted. I was gonna say subsidized, but what the fuck does that mean? It's very easy to get distracted. Um, and then above all else, find out why you're doing this and remind yourself daily why you're doing it. Because if you can do that and tune out the rest, there is nothing stronger than a group of individuals who are solely motivated by pure intentions and pure reasons. You know, and that's what all of these other games fear, right? I don't know why they're in it. I'm not going to try to guess why they're doing their games. I'm not trying to guess what they're doing and why they're doing it, right? But I can tell you why I'm doing it. I pretty much guess what everyone else is doing it for, right? And I feel pretty safe in assuming that they're doing it for themselves, their family, others on the team, and or themselves, right? If everyone can stick to that motto, remind themselves and refocus, right? Then this is going to be a breeze. All of this is going to be a breeze. But it's very easy to get distracted. And that's why I'm making this video. I want to make sure everyone's on the same page here. We got a couple final days left. Let's make sure that we're productive, even if you have exams. And I'm about to get off this video. I'm about to go do a proposal for a new government in Iraq. Like, Jesus Christ, what does that have to do with game development? Don't get distracted. Focus on why you're doing this, right? Why you're here, why you're working with the team, why you're doing this, with this phenomenal group of people. Why? Find out that reason why, stick to it, and don't forget here in the short term. All right? Thank you guys so much. I'm going to catch you guys here in a little bit. Stream Wednesday. Fingers crossed that we get the issues that we need to fixed. All right? Everyone take care.